Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of FSW High Octane. Joe DeFalco and Jack Slammy. We got a great matchup to kick things off. Two SoCal superstars, Brian Cage, Brandon Gatson. We've seen him here before, and this is going to be an exciting match, Jack.
Sure is. Good to see Gatson back here. Last time he had a left arm injury. And he's all mended up here. It looks like he put on some weight there. He's been in the gym, Joe. He's ready for action.
No doubt about it. Brandon Gatson making a name for himself not only in SoCal, all over the country. A big tournament, CZW's Best of the Best, 8 wrestlers, and Brandon Gatson actually got picked to work the tournament. It's actually this coming next week that Gatson's going to appear there. So some great stuff happening with the FSW superstars, Cage and Gatson. We've seen him in the #1 contenders match, and here's a guy who's quickly made a name for himself in FSW.
Sure has, and he's got all the attributes, and I'm ready for the Silver Nuggets. Definitely ready for it here. All on their feet tonight, Joe.
Not only do we have this matchup, but the tag team titles are going to be on the line in a bit. The Commandos will defend against Mike Rain and Hayashi. We'll talk a little bit more about that matchup, but check out that bridge by Brandon Gatson. A lot of athletic ability inside the squared circle right now, and the fans are actually in for a treat because we've seen Gatson here a few times. The last time he worked in an 8-man fray, he got to the final 2. Did outstanding, and as you heard from earlier, the Gatson chants, even though he hasn't been here that often, the crowd remembers what they've seen from him and enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, well, like you say, Joe, we bring in the best talent from everywhere, so they've seen this guy on other shows. They've seen him on the internet and all his promo reels and such like that. They're ready for this.
A nice back elbow from Gatson. Boom, a spinning kick. And as we said, this guy has got a lot of gymnast ability back in the day, acrobatic. You can see him do some interesting spots just like that. And, Brandon Gatson, he can come from all angles. He's a guy who's not that big. He's perfect for the no limits division as well as the heavyweight division because of his great athletic ability.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Fans, I want to thank everybody for coming out to CAC this week. We had a great time there at the FSW Arena. And what a time, what great people, and it was real fun seeing Raven out there.
Yeah, a lot of great talent. Hopefully we'll do it again next year. We'll get more in depth. Hopefully we got some great footage to show you guys of actually what occurred inside the FSW Arena. And there's Brian Cage trying to sneak in through the ref, but Gatson catches him with a big clothesline, and down goes Brian Cage, whipping to the rope, and look at that backdrop.
That was way up there. That could be about 9-10 feet, Joe.
And Cage gets caught again. Nice leg drop. Gatson the cover. 1, 2, and a quick kick out. But I'll tell you right now, like we were saying, Jack Slammy, a lot of high-speed match going on. A lot of excitement between these two guys. There's no first gear with either one of them.
No. We're definitely in overdrive right here. And Cage on the comeback. Let's not diminish his credits here. This guy's a big star.
Former WWE developmental talent. About 4 months ago, he was supposed to re-sign with the WWE, and then he had a little contract issues, and he decided to stay where he was at. And fortunately for FSW, we brought him into the fold, and he's definitely a guy that, can challenge for the title at any given time.
Sure is. Fans, you can expect this type of quality anytime you come to the FSW shows. Future stars of wrestling, and you can see the future now.
That is correct. Brian Cage a little bit in control of this matchup. He's got Gatson. He's on the second rope, pounding away with some fists, waiting for Mike Toomey to continue the count.
Whoa, man, took him all the way down with that one, Joe.
Face first, the cover, but Gatson kicks out at 2. These guys, I could watch wrestle all day long. Jack Slammy, the epitome of future stars of wrestling, just great young talent. Every show, week in and week out, you get to see some great talent. And, fortunately, guys like Cage and Gatson love coming to Vegas. So
everybody loves coming to Vegas, Joe. It's Vegas.
We expect to see a lot more of these guys in the future. Big knee
puts him all the way out.
And Gatson holds on to the ring rope and doesn't go outside, which I was going to say could have been worse off for him. But look at that. He flips him over, but Cage catches him.
He was not expecting that, Joe. That was interesting. I've not seen that.
You know, I've seen some stuff, and Brandon Gatson got brought in because of some great athleticism that we saw on YouTube, checking him out when we were looking for some talent here in FSW, and it was like, wow, something like that. You know, he almost landed perfectly, but he still made the best of it by nailing Cage. Look at this, a diamond cutter off the ring apron, Jack Slammy.
over the top diamond cutter. That is crazy.
RKO, diamond cutter, whatever you want to call it. It is a devastating maneuver, and it just shows the great athleticism of Brandon Gatson. He catches Cage, but since he's a little bit out of breath, you know, he wasn't able to make the cover. And he's swinging away with some punches, and Cage is coming back. And let me tell you something, I've been enjoying this match from the very beginning, and it's just,
still going at top quality speed, Joe. That's crazy.
You know, watching these two guys, you got to know that somebody's got to make a mistake, and that's the only way somebody is going to win, because these are two great talents, and it's just going to take one big mistake, because there's no saying which guy is better. You know, these guys are just tremendous.
And as you know, one of the things is all matches here count in FSW. You know, we don't have any throwaway matches. You get you only get so many shots before you're just hitting the brakes.
And look at Gatson. He catches him in the DDT, and he's got him down. He's got him up. He's got the crowd going.
Oh, look at him
walking the rope.
Oh,
bang! Dropping the elbow. 1, 2, and Cage kicks out. You know, this is a tough customer, Brian Cage.
Evidently, he's got a hell of a jaw.
You know,
You saw that.
You know, maybe those sideburns are, you know, keeping him afloat. But Brandon Gatson's throwing everything at Cage. And look at him. He catches him, going for a spinning heel kick pretty much into a power bomb. And Gatson is now down.
You're definitely getting everything and the kitchen sink here, Jeff.
You know, if this was the only match on the show, you'd be getting your money's worth, Jack Slammy, and we got more to come. Look at that reversal into the rope.
We're going to need more time.
And Cage nails him with the back elbow once again.
Don't you think? We're going to need more time.
Yeah,
here
definitely. There's no doubt about it. Look at this. As
he
Cage
puts him out right into the camera.
A nice reversal by Brandon Gatson, takes him out ringside.
Hey, there's Greg right there. He's a helpful little guy, isn't he?
Look at this springboard. Oh, and he lands on his feet, Jack Slammy.
Wow.
And he basically just landed on his head.
He paid the price for it, too.
Maybe he should have landed worse. You know, he landed on his feet, but Brian Cage had enough in him to nail him with the clothesline, and that could be the mistake that we're talking about, Jack Slammy, that possibly cost Brandon Gatson the match. Look, the cover, 1, 2. Oh,
wow.
And Toomey actually hit the ground, but Gatson had just kicked out in time. It was that close.
Yeah, you know, and I swear he might have hurt his knee on that back foot, Joe.
You know, I'm more and more
hard out there.
I am more and more impressed with these guys as I'm watching this match, and they are going at it tooth and nail. They are on the second rope, and Gatson knocks Cage off. He is laying up, and we've seen Gatson hit the 450 before. If he hits that, you know it's all over. And he's going for it.
Oh, my God.
And he misses the 450.
Oh, and he takes a big bite of canvas.
You know, that's a guy. Here's the risk, and look at this. That reverse neck breaker by Brian Cage. The cover, 1, 2, 3.
He got it. That was it. You called it right there, Joe. The man who makes a mistake.
One big mistake. What a matchup to start things off.